All right, so let's talk about Beyonce.
Yeah, you were so not impressed by that album. And the more I keep seeing about it, the more impressed I am.
What's impressing you?
I just think that there's a lot of, how would I describe it? I feel like she's just clapping back at an industry who's historically not wanted her involved. And I appreciate the ways that she's not letting the country music radio stations or anyone tell her that she can't, bend genres, combine genres, be her own thing and, crush it. She is. So I just I love it. I'm eating it up.
So, I'm going to sound like a jerk, but I feel like that's like brilliant PR from Beyonce that the second highest selling artist right now can have people saying, "Oh wow, it's like they're trying to bring her down." Like when you release an album, you want like story. That's like important, you know? And so the fact that Beyonce has been able to make it that she's like the little guy being pushed down by country music that's making everybody want to listen to this piece of shit album is brilliant. Mm-hmm. So I think that's manufactured. It's probably partially true. Like they didn't want Lil Nas X. It is historically like a sort of racist, like at least it's like a white man. I mean, you have Charlie Pride, you have black singers, in country. Was it Hootie? Darius Rucker. He's
I think
killing
it's
it
like
in country
also
music.
just the irony too of country music is based off of music that comes from like black people and Native American people in general. It's like kind of how the industry was born, and then it got really whitewashed, which is kind of the truth for a lot of
Native
music.
American? I don't think.
I think so.
Is country music?
Like some of the folk Americana roots, yeah, I think so.
I always thought it was more like gospel, blues.
Blues,
Yeah, I mean, all good music is black people made.
right?
Like the
So-
entire world,
I'm not gonna say.
pop music,
Right.
like everything good we think of music started with black people. Like it's this insane gift they've given the world. And I'm not thinking, I don't know. It's weird talking about race so much, like, oh, they're these people and they did this and we're separate from them. But like culturally there's difference, historically there's a difference. And anyway, black people like made all the fucking music.
Crushed it.
So yeah, it's always silly to try and exclude black people. It's like trying to exclude black people from the NBA,
Right.
It's like you're just worried they're going to do so much better than
refusing to
you.
be excluded. It's amazing.
Okay, good for her.
Yeah.
I support that. Get
People
in there.
are saying like boycott Beyonce. Like
Okay.
there's literally people who are coming for her
I
because of
would
this.
not be surprised if someone on Beyonce's team is at the very least encouraging boycott Beyonce from the other side.
Perhaps so.
Because if you're hearing people are trying to boycott Beyonce, you're like, I'm going to root for her even more. Maybe nobody in country music even really dislikes Beyonce. Maybe they're like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. Good for her. Make country music. I bet that's how most people feel in country music.
She's just rad. I heard today, I didn't verify, but she apparently only gave, even though she made some pretty liberal changes to Jolene, she gave the writing credits to Dolly Parton exclusively. So Dolly Parton will make all the revenue from streaming of that song.
I think she would have to. I don't know if she had the option to take the songwriting credits.
Why not?
Because
artists sample other artists all the time. She changed it a lot. It's not like exactly the same song.
well, it's not a sample. Or did she sample it or she covered it?
I mean, I think she covered it. Yeah, she covers it. But I don't know if there's original samples. She did use the original samples from Blackbird, which I also think was another interesting choice. Like, I didn't...
Sounds like the original sample at least.
It is. I saw at least
Okay.
somewhere that it was.
But for some shitty cover of Blackbird, I thought it it was
Maybe,
terrible.
but she also made like an entire generation of people realize that that was about a racial issue and not just some fucking bird in a nice song. Like now all these people that didn't know that, myself included, are like, oh, that's interesting. I had no idea. And like revisiting their understanding to that.
That's good. But to me, that doesn't make it a good song or a good album. It is having a positive effect on the world, and I like that.
I wonder.
But it's not, to me, that doesn't make a good song.
The last time Kanye West's album came out, you said, okay, I like it. I think I like it more than the last one, whatever. You're like, or I don't know, maybe it was the one you didn't like that much. You're like, I just need to re-listen. I need to listen a few more times and see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I wonder if you did that with those Beyonce songs, if you would appreciate them more. Because I've certainly listened to some of them on a couple occasions.
Yeah.
And you just hear different parts. You take away different things. You feel the music more. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Wonder.
I wonder as well.
because I feel like you came in hot. You came in swinging, wanting to.
Well,
smash.
I wanted to then
Wanted
listen to
smash
her,
and
her
pulverize.
last album where she was also on a horse. Which one was that? Resonance? or
Yeah, that
something?
was pretty funny. We were driving in the car and we just listened to the new album, start to finish. And Paul was complaining every 4 seconds about how it was trash. And then as soon as the album ends, he immediately wanted to listen to the last one. To which I said, no fucking way. Am
Because
I
you're
just-
sick of hearing me talk
I'm
shit
not
about
gonna
Beyonce.
listen to you talk shit.
But I was assuming, I was like, I didn't like the last one either, but maybe I will, if I hear it again, maybe I will like it. So let's
And
try
what
it
did
again.
you decide? You
I didn't hear it
decided
again.
he decided he doesn't care for Beyonce's voice, which is
Well, maybe
fine.
that's it. Maybe I'm saying maybe that's it because yeah, like when Miley Cyrus was on the album, I kind of liked it. When Post Malone was singing, I kind of liked
I
it.
didn't like that song very much.
And then yeah, I think partially I just don't like Beyonce's voice. I also have the contrarian in me where like I think she's
No.
overrated
No.
and she's so praised as if she's the greatest, and to me, she ain't.
It's just so funny. It's like this psychology of once somebody gets up that high, you can't help but like want to throw rocks and just like bring them down.
No,
I feel like that's what's happening with, like you said, that's what's happening with J-Lo. Like the internet leads to behavior like that in general. Like
But
you
also
want
the
to see the
opposite.
crack.
if you heard those songs and I'd say, this is just some someone. So you're not picturing Beyonce. You're not picturing that people are against her. You're
I
just
would probably
listening
like
to those
it even
songs.
more. Because with her, the bar is so high that I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's what I expect of her. If that was some random person that I felt like I just discovered on TikTok for the first time and she was singing like, I'd be like, oh my God, showing everybody, trying to take credit for it.
Okay.
Being like, hey, I got a hunch this girl's going to the top of the charts.
Okay.
Everybody
I got
wants
a
credit
hunch.
for the hunch.
Well, yeah, maybe I will listen to them and feel differently. Maybe, and all the good things that are coming out of it, I like all of that, but that doesn't make them good songs, and I feel like they're not good songs to me. Except for the one, Yaya was kind of cool.
I like
It
that
was like
one.
soul funk. She should make a soul funk album. I think it might suit her voice better, or I don't know.
I saw today there was a new genre that at least new to me that it was like disco rap. They're like disco rap's where it's at right now. And then it was a little video of a disco rap, which I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I expected this to sound like.
Cool.
But it was fun. It's upbeat. You just want to like instantly be on roller skates. It's nice.
Yeah, it's cool. And I guess I like that, which I really give this credit to Lil Nas X, but country music is like more and more people are listening to country music now. It's become, it used to be like, I listen to anything but country. It was like people put country way over here in some really unfair bullshit way. I think that's partially why country music doesn't like Beyonce showing up. I don't think it's just racism. If Justin Bieber made a country album, I bet they'd be just as upset because society, everyone's been, I like all music except country.
It did have
Country
a way
sucks.
of
So
being
that's
out
why they
there.
have to make the Country Music Awards because they weren't getting fucking Grammys. Like they weren't being respected at all. And then someone's all big and all fucking like got all this money, all the fame, and decides I'm gonna make a country album now. And so country fans, I think, go like, well, fuck you. Like you guys been talking shit about us for fucking 50 years. Now you want to jump on our bandwagon because it's like trendy and you're gonna make money.